You are chastising me for not sticking to your own brief, so I'm now going to return to your brief. Is this headline true?
Yes,
the headline says, no foreign fishing in our waters. Is it going to be completely banned once we leave the London Convention?
Well, fishing in the immediate area around our waters, 6 to 12 miles, yes, we will be saying that we are taking back control, and we will in due course...
No French, no Spanish boats at all in those
We will
waters.
have control. We can decide the terms of access. And then we will also be able, when we leave the European Union, we'll become an independent coastal state. And that means that we can then extend control of our waters up to 200 miles, or the median line between Britain and France, or Britain and Ireland. And that means that we then decide. Now, of course, we can then negotiate with other countries and allow them access.
It might not be true. There may well be French and Spanish boats still...
No, it's no foreign fishing in our waters in this 6 to 12 mile zone. But what it is our deciding on which basis we allow people in. Because let's face it...
Isn't there a problem with the Irish? Isn't there a border problem in terms of extending our fishing area too close to the Irish Republic?
There is a specific technical arrangement between Britain and Ireland called the Voisinage Agreement, and I suspect this may be the first, I don't imagine it's the last time, that the Voisinage Agreement is discussed on the Andrew Marr programme.
Many people will be hoping it's the last time. Can I move on to farming?
No, because I think one critical thing about the Common Fisheries Policy is that it's been an environmental disaster. And one of the reasons why we want to change it is that we want to ensure that we can have sustainable fish stocks for the future. When we leave the European Union, we're taking back control, not just of our waters, in order to say,
I need to
hooray.
take back control of this interview because we're running out of time. I must ask you one thing about farming, I'm sorry.
No, but I think it's important that we recognise that leaving the European Union is going to help the environment.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about. There you go. Fantastic.
Because we can have a more sustainable approach.
You have said that we need a free trade deal with America, and the Americans are very keen on that, but what the American Farming Association is also very clear about is for that to work, we will have to accept some American standards that we don't in our food at the moment. Chlorine-washed chicken, beef created with hormones which some people think affect cancer and puberty and so on, all sorts of GMO products without necessarily being labelled, and that as part of a free trade deal, we will have to accept them. Are you absolutely clear that our environmental and food standards will not be loosened in any way as a result of leaving the EU and doing free trade deals with other countries, including America?
Yes.
That's very quick. OK, let's move... In that case, let's move on to the other...
I think it's always a good idea to have the answers much shorter than the questions.
Well, that was a very, very long question. Can I ask you another relatively long question, which is, up until the end of this Parliament, farmers have been guaranteed that subsidies aren't going to come down. After that, it's a moot point. You have suggested that very, very wealthy farmers who get huge amounts of money from the EU at the moment, like Sir James Dyson and others, will get less money under the new regime. Is that true?
Yes.
Another fantastic question. Let me move on. OK, is no deal better than a bad deal?
Yes.
Would no deal be a very, very bad outcome for Britain?
It would be less good than a good deal. And one of the things that we want to ensure...
Very, very bad?
Well, I know why you're using those words, because you're quoting a cabinet colleague. Exactly.
Absolutely.
My view is that we want to concentrate on getting a very good deal, and a very good deal will allow us to do a number of things. It will allow us to have free trade with the European Union, but also with other countries as well, with no tariff barriers. That means that British food, which has a world reputation for quality, will be able to be bought by more people. That means that as we grow and produce more, that we can ensure that our countryside and our rural economy is more productive than ever before. But on top of that, we can also, as you were gracious enough to acknowledge earlier, ensure that not only do we maintain high environmental standards, we enhance them. If we leave the European Union, we can take steps, for example, on live animal exports that ensure that standards of animal welfare are higher than ever before. So we can have a green Brexit that ensures that Britain is an environmental leader.
Were you very, very surprised to be brought back?
Yes.